So after playing Resident Evil Requiem, I have mixed feelings about the game. So let me explain. I'm gonna break this in different sessions. First, Grace session, then Leo sessions, right? So let's start with Grace. Grace is a character that you need, or more likely you're required to play it first person. If you don't play first person the first time, you're losing a lot of the scary moment, a lot of that tension, that anxiety that you get when you're controlling her. In fact, the moment you start to control her, you start to notice that something is really wrong controlling her in the first perspective, in first person, right? The camera, not over the shoulder. I mean, like a first person, like Resident Evil 7. You start to notice that this part of the game is going to be scary, and and I had to say in the beginning, before I buy the game, when I saw the trailers, I say, "Oh no, I want something." I like that kind of session, but I like something like Leon Resident Evil 4, since the game will be having a Leon, you know. Then when I start to play her, I change my mind. I say, "No, I enjoy her style." There was many scary moments with her, and when I thought she would be really, really powerless, wicked, right? She is, and she feel vulnerable in many situations, but she can clean up run of enemies. You can get enough ammo with her to clean up zombies. So you can start cleaning or killing zombies since the beginning of the game. Let's put it like this. Finding ammo really, really easy, which I like it because I want to kill some zombies. Let's be like this. I don't want to. I want to. Yes, I want to feel scared. I want to run away. But with her, I could do both. So her style, you can play it like I play it. I clean up many zombies, and you can also run about away, or or or, or dodge the zombies. So you can play her in many forms and many styles. But first person, like I say, is the way to go with her. She is the best to play in that perspective because of the moments. Now, I'm not gonna talk much about her. Let's go with Leon because Leon is where I have more of my mixed feelings. So Leon, yes, but Leon is classic area 4, right? He's strong. Um, he have many abilities, but he feels well. We all know old, right? And I have a bit of problem because since I play so much Resident Evil 4, the original and the remake, seeing Leon fight feels in this game feel a bit like yeah, like I say, like oh, like something's a bit clunky in the mechanic. Don't get me wrong, his sessions are great. Still, there's something in there. Also, I'm not the greatest player. So when I was playing with Leon, I feel this. Leon is like I say, like Grace. The best way to play Leon is like Resident Evil 4 in third person. This is over the shoulder. This is the best way. Now, with Leon, I noticed a few things that I did not notice with Grace by fighting zombies, right? So, first, let's go with the parry. So, I tried to parry a few times, and sometimes the parry did not work like Resident Evil 4. And I have that a little bit clunky. Also, like I say, I'm not the best player, so maybe my parry are not the best. But I try, and I feel like I failed many times. Now there's a little bit of hiccup in the combat. That's the word. So what do Leon brings here in the table different from Grace? So he's more aggressive. You can be more aggressive, like Resident Evil 4 with the zombies, but still the zombie really hit hard in this game. When I say hit hard, is some of them. This I noticed this with Leon. I was using the shotgun with Leon, right? And the shotgun did not stagger some of the zombies, even at close proximity. When I say um this, I think of Resident Evil 4, right? In Resident Evil 4, when a zombie was really close at you, you just shoot in the face or with the shotgun and he go flying or just stagger it so it gives you some distance. In here, I have tried the same technique because way of playing of Leon, right, is almost similar. I tried and I have failed successfully, fail and die because the enemy sometimes do not stagger even with the shotgun in the face. And I have that mentality, right? Because, like I say, I have played too much Resident Evil 4. When I start to play this Resident Evil 8 Leon, 9, I mean Leon, is a bit different way. The staggering and some of the combat. It's not exactly like Resident Evil 4, but it has his moments. Like I feel like the combat is more like a Resident Evil 6, but obviously better, much better. When I say Resident Evil 6, I don't say that trash. I say in a good way. It's like they're making Resident Evil 6 combat, but much better with the best, right? Um, but still, Leon Session leave me. I don't want to say much because I don't want to spoil it. This is a no spoiler review, right? Uh, Leon Session left me with mixed feeling because I wanted more. There was not much. I expect much more from Leon Session. I now when I heard there's going to be a DLC, I expect there's something more with Leon there, but I expect more. Right now, what the game provide about Leon Sessions, this is something which is a minor spoiler. You will be changing from Grace to Leon and Leon to Grace, and that's something that make me a little bit throw away of my game. Throw away, how do you call it? Throw away my game because Grace, I think she didn't do not do parry. I never tried with her. I play her differently, right? And then Leon play more aggressively. So when it was time to play Leon, I forgot that Leon sometimes can parry, right? That's also my fault, right? But still, in the changing of Grace to Leon, since there are two different types of style of playing, right? And Grace is more careful and Leon is more aggressive. Then when you start to change from one perspective to another, you tend to get thrown off. I wanted to be a great session. Normally, you finish her session, then let's go with Leo, and that's what I was expecting. But no, they did that change, and it's not bad. Let me tell you, it's not that bad. But sometimes throw away your game as a gamer, right? The mechanics, since both of them are a bit different. Now, let's talk a bit about of the story without much spoiler. Like every Resident Evil, it's easy to follow, right? But you need to read every document that you find to add to the context to understand more of the Resident Evil. Remember, every Resident Evil have have places that not six, right? But unless more of the Resident Evil have places like you have to find a code, you have to do a puzzle. So reading the documents, seeing every detail, seeing every aspect of the game, being attent of what is happening and looking around, you may find many things, Easter eggs. There's a lot of Easter eggs. I say more in Leon's part, you will find a lot of Easter egg. But overall, you need to read to understand. Many people do not read documents, and then they say, "What happened with the story? Why did we come to this?" Because you didn't read documents. Documents have many information, even have hints for the ending. Hints. I'm not gonna say much, but there are hints in documents of about what was going to happen in the end. So anyway, let me give you my overall score of what I think of the game. So my overall score is normal, 8.5. Why 8.5? Well, it may increase when I play Insanity more, right? Difficulty, but for now it's 8.5. Now, Resident Evil 4, the original, was 10 out of the 10, and remake was 9.5, because remake is not gonna be better than the original, never. Still, a 8.5 for me in Resident Evil 9 is pretty good. I really, really recommend it. If you like Resident Evil, you should play it. There's many Easter eggs. You can see many things. If you have played Resident Evil before, I recommend it because the game is not bad. Overall, I enjoy it, but it is not a perfect, like I say. Still, what do you think about Resident Evil Breaking? Let me know in the comment below. If you want to see my full playthrough, it's on my channel. Um, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content. And well, that's all. This full is out. Bye bye.